Benefits in Action is a nonprofit organization located in Lakewood, Colorado that serves individuals throughout the state. They strive to increase understanding, access, and utilization of healthcare resources. Let's learn about this amazing organization.
So Benefits in Action is a Colorado nonprofit. We've been around about 7 years, and we serve folks across the state to help them navigate and apply for public assistance and food and health related programs like SNAP, used to be called food stamps, Medicaid, Medicare, Connect for Health, Social Security, and a list of other programs we assist with to help folks save money and kind of make ends meet. Additionally, we do some food box delivery in 4 metro counties, as well as some mental wellness supports and some free tax help. So folks across the state can access us by telephone or in person at our Lakewood office or a co-location. They can sit down with one of our navigators who will actually complete the applications on their behalf, help them recognize all the documentation that they'll need and get that in order, and then submit those applications to their county offices. Additionally, folks receive food box deliveries to their doorstep if they live in one of 4 metro counties that we serve and they can't get out to access food for whatever reason. And then our mental wellness supports are virtual and by telephone, so they're really accessible to folks across the state. So we really encourage anybody to call. There are a lot of myths out there about qualifications for different programs. Somebody told you once that you don't qualify and things change. As the public health emergency is ending and people may have had an income change, but they're different for every program. SNAP takes into account expenses. We have a dental grant for folks over 60 who don't have health insurance for dental. So really it could be anyone. So our dental grant serves folks across the state who have little or no dental insurance. Maybe they've exhausted their Medicare Advantage plan, and it covers about $1,500 for folks 60 plus, and things like x-rays, relines, some extractions. So we really want to make sure that folks know about that service and we can help them get that dental care. So Connectedness is a calling program that grew out of the pandemic when we were speaking to clients who had not really talked to anybody in a while. So we've paired them with a volunteer who calls them on a weekly or bi-weekly basis and just kind of does a social check-in. Also great about referring folks back to our front desk if they need some navigation services. And then I would love to see more people participating in our music therapy group and our Caring Connections support group. They're both available virtually twice a month, alternating Tuesdays and Fridays. I think Caring Connections is like 10 to 11 a.m. on Tuesdays. Music group is Fridays 1 to 2 p.m. And they're available by Zoom to folks 18 and up across the state. And free. So we utilize volunteers across the board very heavily in our food delivery department. And that really kind of grew out of the need for folks not being able to access food in the pandemic. We still utilize volunteers there and for benefits navigation and for mental wellness supports as well. Connectedness calls are heavily driven by volunteers. Food box delivery kind of started around 2020 when we spoke to a client who could not access food. Transportation wasn't really running and it was difficult for them to get to a pantry. So we just decided we'll go pick up a box of food and deliver it to their doorstep. And that program has really grown to encompass about 5,000 unique households across the metro area. And it continues to grow. So if you know anyone that would like to volunteer to pack or deliver food boxes, please send them our way. So we are funded through some donations. We'd love to see more donations, but also through grant funding and some state contracts and county contracts. We receive some funding through the Division of Insurance for our Medicare navigation. We're part of the State Health Insurance Assistance Program, so we provide that free and unbiased information to folks with questions about their Medicare. Some funding for SNAP applications and things like that.
Benefits in Action is a nonprofit organization dedicated to supporting our diverse community with a focus on the elderly and underserved to improve their understanding, access, and utilization of food and health-related benefits to enhance food security, health, and well-being. Their vision is to be the trusted community organization for comprehensive food and health-related benefit application assistance and program navigation.